purchase award-winning hair color that doesn't damage your hair. According to an independent clinical study, our hair color actually improves the condition of your hair. You can get hair color delivered to your door, or you can visit one of our 6 Madison Reed hair color bars in the Bay Area to get your roots done, get all-over color, or highlights, all using the same high-quality hair color. For a limited time only, get 10% off plus free shipping when you order your first color kit online, or $10 off your first service at a hair color bar. Visit madison-reed.com/Bay Area for your special offer. Try it. Love it. That's the beauty of Madison Reed.
Jamie's log. Progressive. The Harrington's backyard. Day 27. 3:33 a.m. 333. All those threes mean something. Or I may be losing it. Been camped in the Harrington's backyard for 27 days now, proving that Progressive has 24/7 protection. They told me every day they understand what 24/7 protection means. Think I'm finally getting through to them. 333.
Progressive doesn't just offer a great price when you bundle home and auto. We offer round-the-clock protection, just not literally from Jamie. Coverage from Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and third-party insurers, and subject to policy terms. Bundle discount not available in all states or situations.
Membership fees apply after free trial. Cancel anytime.
Can I be real for a second? That goal you have to exercise and eat better, you really can do it. But nobody is going to do it for you. And nobody has to, because you can do it if you have the right tools and a community that cares about helping you get results. And that's us, Beachbody. It's as convenient as your TV or laptop, but you need to decide that you're worth it. Let us help you succeed. Here's how. Go to beachbody.com to claim your free membership and start feeling great.
Main wreckage on the south side of the tracks. Reported male driver late 20s, severe injuries.
Copy that.
Can you see the vehicle?
No, it's way up there. I heard a witness say the stop arm was down, but he tried to beat the train anyway.
Too many drivers are killed crossing railroad tracks, even though they know a train is approaching. What they don't know is, even after it breaks, a train can take up to a mile to stop.
Requesting ambulance stretcher to shuttle crash victim back to the road.
Copy.
Stop. Trains can't. Paid for by Nitsa.
This is the Patriot AM 1150, an iHeart radio station. Well, we're coming to your city. Gonna play our guitars and sing you a country song. We'll all be flying higher than a jetliner. And if you want a little bang in your yin-yang, come along.
I don't see signs of recession in this economy at this point.
Today, the most common price for gas in America is $3.39, down from over $5 when I took office.
Listen, if there was an asteroid heading towards Earth, and we got everybody in a room, so what are we gonna do? I think we should cut taxes for the world. No, that's not gonna help you.
Think the IRS should have guns while they take yours away? Vote for your rights. You cannot control us. Get out and vote November 8th. Only 5 days until Election Day. Yeah, we're coming to your city. Gonna play our guitars and sing you a country song. Sean Hannity Show. More behind-the-scenes information on breaking news and more bold, inspired solutions for America. All right, thanks, Scott Shannon. 5 days to go until these all-important midterm elections, and let me tell you, these are razor-thin margins we are looking at. I want to start with this right now and get this out of the way because this is very, very important. I'm listening to people on TV. I'm reading every poll. Every indication is that there's a possibility that we can have a wave election. We can even have a tsunami at the end of the day. I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball. But I don't like people that are overly confident. I don't like people making these bold predictions because you can end up disappointing people if you raise the bar, the expectation bar too high. And when you look at the races that we are following most closely, all of them, every one of them, are within the margin of error. I don't care if it's Herschel down in Georgia. I don't care if it's Bolduc. By the way, a new poll that came out, his lead over Maggie Hassan has gone up, but it's still 47 to 45.7, by the way. So it's still a very close race. It's neck and neck. By the way, Governor Sununu and General Bolduc will be with us today.
I don't care if you look at Pennsylvania. I know one poll today has us up by 3, another poll has them up by 1. And it's a very, very close race. For some reason, I'm not sure why, Doug Mastriano is not resonating with the people of Pennsylvania, but, you know, that's not helping Dr. Oz out. When you have a state like, for example, New Hampshire, where Governor Sununu is up by 18 according to one poll, or Mike DeWine is up by 21 in Ohio, and Harry Lake is up by 11, that helps the down ticket ballots that are there, because a lot of people vote straight ballot ticketing. You know, so if you have one rock star, superstar on the ballot, it makes it easier for everybody. But if you have one person running for high office that is not doing well, it can be a drag on the rest of the ticket. Although I will say this in Pennsylvania's defense, they are notorious for ticket splitting, which is something Selena DeCito has pointed out to me many times. But all of these races I'm looking at here, you know, they're all close races. Ron Johnson, one poll today, only had him up by 2 in Wisconsin. You know, J.D. Vance, 4 or 5. He's doing a little bit better. Laxalt in a tight race out in the state of Nevada. You got Blake Masters in a tight race against Mark Kelly, the incumbent in Arizona. You got Tiffany Smiley and Patty Murray dead even. You got Tudor Dixon and Gretchen Whitmer. You know, they're neck and neck. Lee Zeldin and Kathy Hochul. You know, you have polls showing that it's a dead heat race even in the blue state of New York. We even see a tightening in the governor's race in the state of Illinois. We'll check in with the Republican candidate there. Joe O'Dea now is close within 1.5 points against Michael Bennet in Colorado. So I can't tell you what's going to happen here. And it's bothering me that I think some people are making, you know, or creating an expectation you may not be able to follow. I've always in my life believed that you under-promise and try to over-deliver. You don't over-promise and under-deliver. And I am saying to all of you, Herschel can absolutely win, but it's going to be tight. Oz can win. It's going to be a tight race. Bolduc can win in New Hampshire. It's going to be a tight race. Tudor Dixon can win in the state of Michigan. It's going to be a tight race. The same thing with Ron Johnson in Wisconsin. The same thing with J.D. Vance in Ohio. The same thing out with Adam Laxalt in Nevada. The same thing with Blake Masters and Tiffany Smiley. All of them are going to be close races. I'll even go as far as to say all of those races I just mentioned, and we'll check my math at the end of this process. Probably every one of those races, if Republicans win them, it'll be less than 100,000 votes combined that will decide every one of those races. In other words, less than 100,000 votes will decide all of the races, not just one. So that's how close it can be. You know, if you look at, for example, go back to 2016, I was talking about this on TV last night, poll showed Donald Trump was losing handily, shocked the world, won the election. If you look at 3 key swing states, it was decided by a combined 77,000 votes. That's it. And that was his margin of victory in 2016. In 2020, if you look at Joe Biden, his margin of victory was only 43,000 votes in 3 swing states. And that would be Georgia, that would be Arizona, and I believe Pennsylvania was the third one, or Wisconsin, one of the 3. One of the 2. So despite all of this, you know, all these predictions that are out there, I am telling you to expect every one of these races that we can win, that I hope we win, that the conditions are right for us to win, that it'll happen. But if you don't take the seriousness of voting to the level of urgency that is needed, you could wake up and say, what happened? And I don't want you to say, what happened to me? I am telling you, assume the races are close, because the polls are all telling us they're close. Reading one article after another, big, huge red wave. It's going to be a tsunami. They can win everything. Yeah, it's true, they can. We can win all of those races. But it's going to take all of you to get out there and vote. And, you know, with a few notable exceptions, most polls in the last decade have been garbage. You know, there's a reason that we only use Robert Cahaley and Matt Towery and John McLaughlin, because they're the 3 best, and they'll be the first to tell you that it's an imperfect science. You know, you can see a trend happening. The trend is obviously developing.